Assalamualaikum and have a good day to Baharin and to all the people who are watching this video. We were given a big task to work as a group to create a website. We have decided, as a group, we have decided language Lux4 is the name for our website. It is because it's mostly specified for Form 4 students, which is why we chose to include 4 in the title. Next, if we take a look at the home page, there are a few compelling points to attract the website visitors. The first one is learning English is fun. What a better way to learn language than to mix it up with fun activities and games that would surely keep you focused to the topic. Here is why we include the 2 words activities and games, mostly to attract your interest, to explore more what's going on in this website. Okay, the third one is the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, the willingness to learn is a choice by Brian Herbert. Okay. This website provides notes and materials for the Form 4 students as well as activities that can help enhance the level of knowledge in English Form 4 from reading, writing, speaking, and listening aspect. As you can see, we all have provided all these skills in one website, mostly to assist them to improve their English. The last quote here, the English language is a work in progress, have fun with it, by Jonathan Calvert. Okay, as you can see, there's a picture of books. Why we put that picture? It's because for me, one of the successful tips to master the English language is we have to do a lot of reading. Okay, moving on to about us page. Okay, there's a quote that I'll read. New friends may be poems, but old friends are alphabets. Don't forget the alphabets because you will need them to read the poems by William Shakespeare. Okay, hello. We are 5 degree students majoring in TESOL from University of Selangor. This website was created for our project-based continuous assessment. We hope that this website can help the students to come across our website. Thank you. So we have put this picture because we work as a team to make this website as a success. Okay, I'm going to introduce you our first group mate, which is Nurul, Husna, Maryam, Binti, Kamaruzzaman. Okay, here are her details, and you can read it later. Also, we already concluded her information as well, contact information. Just in case you want to contact her regarding this whole website, then you can contact her on that email, Maryam@gmail.com. First, the second recruitment, which is Akashah Binti Rahman, and her details, including her email. The third one, me myself, which is Humaira Binti Baharin, and all my details there, and also my email. You can contact me as well. Okay, we have the next one is Siti Aiyshah Abdullah and her details, and you can also contact her as well through that email for any inquiries. Last but not least, Erina Dewi Zaid and her details, and also her email. Okay, I'm gonna pass the next part to the next presenter.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm gonna talk about the grammar of the website, the grammar part. We choose the picture of the book and the flowers because we want to make the website a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. So in this part, we talk about the grammatical items. Okay, we have the nouns, all of the different type of nouns. We also have articles, adjective, pronouns, all of the verbs, the present tense, the tenses. And then we also have the reading part. And we could show the reading part, yes. Okay. In the reading part, we have a quote. If you don't like to read, you haven't found the right book by J.K. Rowling. And we also put the picture of the book in there. We also put in the tips for reading comprehensions. As you can see, all the charts are there. And in this part also, we also put a video, which the student can watch, learn more. And we also put the reading exercise. And For this part, the students can read the passage and then answer the question 1 to 8 based on the passage. We also put the Google form where the student can click and put in the answer to the passage, to the question. And after they submit the question, the answer to the question, we will get the response. Here is the response. We got 4 responses. As we can see from the response, the questions are mostly can be answered by the students. As you can see, there's a lot of green there. This shows that the things that we put inside our website, the grammatical items, help them to answer the question correctly. Now we're gonna proceed with the other part, which I will give to my friend to talk about it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Erina Dewi Binti Zaid, and I'm going to talk about the writing part of this website. So we had chosen this picture because we wanted our students to feel happy when they when they see our website. And we had also included a quote, which is, if there's a book that you want to read but it hasn't written yet, so you must write it, by Toni Morrison. So in this part of the website, we have included on what is formulata, so that the students can know what is formulata, who do we write it, and how do they write it. There are points on what mistakes to avoid while writing the formulata, an example of a formulata, and the details that need to be included inside of the formulata. We also included the differences between formal and informal letters so that the students know what is the difference between both of them. Also the details about the informal letter, which is what is the informal letter, the examples of informal letter, the format of informal letter. We had also included the exercises that the student can do inside of this page. So the student can choose either one from the informal letter, formal letter, or one of the essays. Either one, if they want to do more, it's fine, it's up to them. And they can submit the answer to our email account. So as you can see here, we had already got one respondent that had done her essay before, and we had also given our feedback on her essay. She had written to us an informative essay. And then we had also included the question for the formal letter and the informal letters. They can choose any one of the question and do it for their own exercises. We had also included on 4 of the most commonly used essays, which is descriptive essay with the sample of the question, what is the descriptive essay is, the example of a descriptive essay, and the same goes to the narrative essay, the argumentative essay, the persuasive essay, and also that's all. So next, I'm going to go to the next part of this website, which is listening.
Hi, I'm Akashah. I'm going to present to you my part about listening comprehension. As you can see, this picture is a volume icon on our smartphones. It functions to lead sounds to our hearing and listening system. So let's start. Communication has been defined as a continuous process of meaningful interaction between 2 or more people who are trying to inform or persuade each other. This implies that while one person is speaking and one person is expected to listen, later on the listener becomes the speaker and vice versa. This is referred to as turn taking. Therefore, one major characteristic of a good communicator is in her or his ability to listen. That is, a poor listener is as good as a poor communicator. Hence, it will be impossible to achieve our communication objectives without listening to others. So let's go through slowly. So what is listening comprehension? Listening comprehension is the forerunner of reading comprehension, refer to the ability of students to listen carefully and understand what is heard in a variety of speaking situations such as story, instructions, conversations, questions and answers, and many more. It is crucial skill to develop. This listening skill is the most basic verbal skill and it occurs at the receptive stage. So on our website, we provide listening comprehension exercises for students to practice skills to strengthen the listening and hearing system. The listening process is the most important process in the teaching and learning process. The process of listening is a major issue for school students, so our website can help students to sharpen their skills via online. So basically, the listening comprehension part, we complete with definition, purpose, concepts, skills, activities, process, teaching materials, forms of listening skills, important aspects, techniques, and exercises. Therefore, students can access listening exercise that we provide through Google Form link in the website. So this is the listening exercises. After the exercise, they can start answering the question given. Can we go to the Google Form link? So each question is guided by a video that has been provided in the Language Lux website. There will be 2 tasks for each section, as you can see here. And last but not least, after they are done answering, they can click the submit button to send the response. And after that, we go to the response, please. The summary response. Buka. So this is the responses we got from the students. So basically, this is a response summary for overall they had answered the questions. So in conclusion, the learning of listening skills allows to students to master the skills of listening carefully to the sounds of language. In addition, be able to understand the message carried by the sounds of the language so that it can act correctly and accurately in accordance with the message received. That's all from my part. Let's move to speaking part.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Abdullah, and as for my part is the speaking section. So in this speaking section, I give a short introduction. Erina, please scroll down. In this speaking section, I give a short introduction about speaking, that speaking is one of the 4 language skills. So basically, it's also important for the students to learn. Okay, in here, I also highlighted about the 4 important skills required to become a good speaker. For example, fluency, vocabulary, and then grammar and pronunciation. Here. Okay, stop. So when I'm highlighting these 4 important skills, the students can become more aware of it, and then they can try to improve themselves in the specific skills. For instance, they maybe can try to widen their vocabulary by reading more English books, or maybe they can try to speak English more often with their friends or with their families, or maybe they can try to practice by pronouncing English words more accurate or more clearly. As I mentioned about the vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and fluency, I also included about the 3 main tips for the students to enhance their speaking skill. Firstly, be prepared and practice. Secondly, interact and make eye contact. And thirdly, fluency. So through all these notes, they can try to practice, and eventually will also help them to gain confidence. So in here, I also included some video, some link, a video from YouTube. So by providing this link, the link can make our website become more interested, so the students won't get bored when visiting our website. And as we scroll down the website, there's a note about the common problem faced by students in speaking English. So in this part, I list out 3 the most common problem. Firstly, fear of making mistake. Secondly, a lack of confidence, and thirdly, anxiety. Yeah. And I also included a link for this each problem, so the students can try to figure out or identify the most problem that they're facing every day, or whenever they're trying to interact with people, when they want to speak in English. So we're hoping that through this link, as they watch it, they can try to practice to overcome and to control their fear in speaking English.
Yeah. You won't have to think about it.
Yeah, this one is for the anxiety. Okay. And then finally, at the end of this speaking section, I also provided speaking exercise. So in here, there's a few questions the students can try to answer. And then I also included some question. It's a sample for them to refer. So whenever they don't know what to say, or maybe they can try to find a reference, maybe they can try to look at the samples that given. Basically, the students can send their video to us by emailing it using the provided link. They can make a video of themselves, or maybe they can try to record an audio. Yeah, like this one, Kong Ji and. So here's the answer from the students that visited our website. So after that, we can just simply share our feedback to their answer. Hopefully, by sharing our feedback to the students, maybe it can help them to improve their speaking skills and other skills like reading, writing, and also listening. Yeah, so that's all for my part. Thank you.
So the reason why we created this website is to help the Form 4 students to understand more about how they can cope with the 4 main skills. And we want them to be able to interact with us freely without being scared of being scolded by the teachers and all. So they can use our exercises and email us, or use the Google form to submit the answer, so that it'll be anonymous and they can get their feedback without being scared. So that's all from us. Thank you.